Okay, so we finally got the Cold Steel Safe Maker 1. So I've already shown you the specifications from the manufacturer. Now let's check it out. So first off, you can see it came in with this plastic sheet. It's a kray-ex sheet. I don't have a lot of faith in plastic, but you can see there is no side-to-side movement or any movement whatsoever. It also came with additional mounting options like eyelets and slots to put straps on if you are going to strap this on something or maybe on your boot. But the main attachment option I'm going to use is this. It's a belt clip. It's made of plastic. I would have wished that they would give an option to replace this with a metal clip like this, just for durability's sake. I tend to break things, but I guess time will tell. And then we have the kray-ex. They call this the kray-ex material for the handle. It's rubbery and has some really aggressive texturing on it. Okay, so first things first, when I buy knives, I look at the mounting options. So these are nice. Like I said, I'm going to use this, so I'm going to measure what type of belts I can use. So I'm measuring a little bit less than 2 inches, so I could probably get away with using a 1.5 inch wide belt into this. So next would be concealability. So don't always trust manufacturer specification. This one is just below 7 inches, which is good. Then the handle. Okay. And then how wide is it on the handle? Oh, okay. And then how wide is it? Okay. So this is the part that would concern me. Something this sharp. Basically, when you attach this, there would be no clearance. So drawing something this sharp close to your body is, well, it's gonna be exciting to say the least. But anyway, we're gonna try it out. So onto the knife. So you hear that pop. Retention is actually pretty good. So the knife itself, so it's stone wash finish. That's cold steel stone wash. And the grip, or the handle. So that's nice, that's enough space. Before, with my previous push daggers, there's not really a lot of clearance here. So you would end up, it's kind of actually hurts your hands when you're holding it. But you see the grip area extends like halfway through this part of the blade, so that's comfortable. That's good. And another thing, Cold Steel claimed that basically the whole knife is CNC. They use CNC for this to make it, you know, butter smooth. That's what the guy said. Butter smooth, so we'll see. And he didn't lie. That's pretty smooth. And then also you've noticed, well, it's double edged, but it is flat on the other side. You can see that. That would make for some very interesting wound channels. So, what drew me to this knife? Actually, it's the size. Normally push daggers are about yay long with really short handles that you can only grip with like these two fingers. That's why they're marketed as neck knives. But with this, immediately when I researched it, has a belt loop, so I know it's fairly long. And how long is fairly long? So manufacturer said 4.5, but the working edge is less than 4 inch, which is still pretty long for a push dagger. So just to show you what I mean, I'm gonna grab a normal size dagger. That's my Kershaw Secret Agent. It's an older knife. So I'm gonna put this here inside the side. So as you can see, you're gonna have the full length blade, but not the full length handle, which would be ideal for concealment. At least that's their claim. So I'm gonna put this away. So it came out. Okay, that's not chip. That's actually just fiber from my table, but edges are pretty okay. I would probably end up stropping this in leather. So at first, they are marketing this as a concealed knife, or easy to conceal. I'm going to test that. I'm going to wear this for 1 day, and I'm only going to wear a normal t-shirt as opposed to, well, I normally wear like a normal shirt with collar, and they're normally pretty loose on the waistline, but to really test the concealability, I'm going to wear a normal t-shirt. I wanted to try carrying a push dagger. So if you're carrying a push dagger, or if you're holding it, see, it's right there, and your wrist is kind of locked in a punching position. So it's one of the most difficult knives to disarm, a push dagger, because it's closed in between your fingers. So that's a good thing. Another thing that brought me to this knife is, well, the sheer size of it. What is that good for? Well, for one thing, slashing. Push daggers are already easy to use as it is, but you're gonna want to have something more in your toolbox of skills. So being able to slash with a push dagger is gonna be in your advantage. Okay, so I've worn it for a day. It got sweaty, but I was still able to grip it out on practice trials. Well, that's mainly because the handle is parallel to the blade as opposed to pulling it this way. So I was able to pull it out, even it being having all my sweat and all that. And also I found that, well, if you sweat a lot, some of it gets on the blade. And I know that cold steel has this very nice stone wash, and some of my friends with some of their other cold steel knives, they say that it is prone to rust. Well, I've only had it for a day, and so far it's looking good. I might want to polish the edges more. It already came in fairly sharp out of the box, but just to give it a shine. Okay, so when I wore it today I ended up, instead of a cross draw, I ended up putting it in appendix because I don't feel confident that on cross draw it would have that retention on the belt. So on my trial run before I left, I tried it on cross draw and did not work. It pulled out with the sheet, so that's not fun. So my thoughts on wearing it. It conceals easy even though I'm only wearing a t-shirt. And to really test this, normally I would wear like a normal shirt, you know, with collar, and it's a bit loose on the waist area. But for testing this today, I've only wore a t-shirt, normal t-shirt, so you can see when I raise my hands, it actually kind of shows, as long as well as my tummy. But well, it fared okay. I can conceal it okay, not to the point where it can't be seen, but then again, if you're trained to see things like this, you can't really unsee it. But comfort wise, this part right here is digging on my tummy if I wear this appendix. People are suggesting that it should be worn on the back. Again, I don't really I don't really like putting things on my back. I want things where I can see them. Not that I would lose this. The retention is, well, my god, the retention on this is, if you're not going to pull it out intentionally, it's not gonna come out. Okay, so I'm not worried about losing it. It's just that I'm more comfortable. I find it more natural for me to draw in front of me, same as I would, you know, appendix carry firearm. So that's another thing. Because it's on appendix carry, or the way I wear it today, you have that instinct to put the put the handle on the webbing of your palm, which is, you know, like drawing a gun. So my trouble is, if I do that, or if I do it really fast, my knuckles hit here. So it's not really a problem, but I suppose it could be an issue if you fumble on it, like on the situation where you really need to reach it and you fumble. So I found that my knuckles ended up rubbing here. So I'll show a video of that, and also I would show a video of me just trying this out, pulling it, and see what you guys think. So I was able to conceal it fairly well wearing my normal clothes, a normal shirt, which is a bit loose in the waistline. I can wear it comfortably, but the only way I can make it work is wearing it inside the waistband.